Hello and welcome to I Am Geek, and this is episode 135. I'm Ryan. I'm joined by my brother Chris and our good pal Catron. How you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Indubitably.
Oh, big words.
What?
We don't understand your fancy words.
I don't either. I'm not sure what it. I think it's Italian. I don't know.
Italian?
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think
think-
that's right either.
I think it's like a pastry.
Indubitably. I would like one of them indubitably, please.
Big slice of indubitably. I can't even say it.
Yeah. With extra indubitable.
Mm. Well, thank you
Wow.
for joining us for another episode of I Am Geek. This is going to be an interesting night, let me tell you.
Aren't they all?
They
Yeah.
are. A lot of different things going on. The Oscars just happened. We're gearing up for the GEEKIES. So make sure you go vote. You can vote on our social medias, right? It's on all our
Yes.
social medias.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or our website.
You can go to our website as of right now. You
Oh,
can
I Am
go,
Geek
and there's
Show.
a link there. All of the social medias and the website point to a link of a Google form where you can select your favorites. So you don't have to be on Facebook. You don't have to be on Twitter or IG, as the kids call it.
Really?
You
Is
just
that what they
need-
call it?
They call Instagram IG. Yeah,
That's just laziness.
it is. That's what.
It is.
That's what this boils down to. Millennials shorten everything.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Initials.
JK.
Back in my day.
LOL.
Yep.
Boy,
W-
there was-
WTH.
But we love you. If you're a millennial.
yes, we love you. Thanks for listening.
Just write your words out, dang it.
Just do us a little favor and write a word every once in a while. Use some punctuation.
LOL. What if you just walked around and instead of laughing, you just went LOL?
There are people that do that.
Well, they're weirdos.
LMAO. That one's an old one though, because I know when we started college, there was chatting was a big thing, and then
Yeah.
they had all of those things you could type into the chat. MSN chat was a big thing.
There was BRB, and like someone
Yeah.
wrote that, and I kept going, what does that mean? I don't understand. Tell me what it means. Where'd you go?
Short for
Where-
Barbara, I think.
Where are you?
Barbara.
Why are you not answering me? I don't understand. What does BRB mean? And then they finally answered, because when they came back,
They came back.
yeah, they answered what BRB was.
They said that they went to talk to Barbara, or
Yes, Barb.
Barb.
They were building a barbed wire fence.
oh,
Let's
fun.
take a break to do that.
So, did you guys watch the Oscars?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't even remember what I was doing Sunday night.
Not watching the Oscars.
Yeah, no, we were watching Fighting with My Family,
Wow, I love that movie.
the real Oscar winner.
Mm.
So you're a big wrestling fan now, huh?
Ooh.
I'm a big English wrestling fan now. Just the English wrestling.
What does that mean?
Well, the family's from England.
Where they
that's
only
sort
speak English?
of England.
We're gonna wrestle you with words from English.
Norwich, the Norwich Wrestling League.
Well, what'd you think of the
Uh,
movie? Tell me about it. Tell me your thoughts.
It was good.
Oh, good. Come on.
I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was nice, like heartfelt movie. Like it was. I did not realize that Cersei from Game of Thrones was in it, and I did
Nice.
not recognize her at first. That Ryan, for you, that's the mom. She plays the mom.
Oh.
in Game of Thrones. She had very short blonde hair in Game of Thrones.
Oh.
And
Now
this-
she had long
well for
a long
yeah,
time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then she went short blonde. But yeah, she was
Yeah.
all blonde hair and really nice, fancy clothing. And in this, she's like a goth mom. So I
You
didn't
know
really-
this is based on a real family, right?
Yes. Yeah. There was a documentary with like fighting with my family.
Yeah.
That they did in England.
Yeah.
On like on the BBC or something. And I guess Dwayne Johnson saw that
Yep.
supposedly, and then wanted to do a movie on it.
Mm-hmm.
So of course things have changed for the movie because I'm guessing The Rock really didn't play a part in her coming up like it was portrayed in that. Like maybe she met him at some point or something, but it seemed like he was. I don't. And and in the movie, Vince Vaughn plays her trainer,
Yeah.
and in real life, that they would have had multiple trainers.
No, it was just Vince Vaughn. That was his job.
It was actually Vince
It was
Vaughn.
actually Vince Vaughn.
It was actually Vince Vaughn. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's what he's been up to.
Yeah, they changed it a little. They changed it some from the movie.
Yeah. So yeah, anytime I see Vince Vaughn, I just start laughing. I can't help it. Because he's just funny. So when he came on screen, I just started cracking up.
There's that one scene though that he like lays into her.
Oh yeah. I'm still laughing at him.
And it was just like, oh my.
And then Nick Frost, who plays her dad, I gotta love Nick Frost.
Yeah.
He's funny.
So do you have any questions about the real page that you want answered?
No, I think I learned everything from the movie. I mean, it showed. I mean, it kind of went through everything. I mean, I always like when I watch a movie, I end up going on like IMDb and like reading the like trivia stuff.
Yeah.
So and of course with these types of movies, they usually tell the difference between real life and that. And she like in the movie when she's going into the ring, like everybody's really silent and no one knows who she is or anything. But in real life, when she actually got to do her big match, people knew her from NXT.
Yeah.
Or shouting her name.
Yeah.
But it worked for the movie, though. I think it worked. For that. So, it was good. The actress, I think she's going to be in the Black Widow movie.
Yep.
That's her. She did a really good job. All the wrestling stuff in it was done really well. I thought the older brother was a jerk for a while. Well, her like the middle brother would be her older brother though. But
yeah.
But, it was fun though. I liked it. I thought it was a really good movie. I'm not gonna watch wrestling, but
yeah, she got injured. She can't wrestle anymore.
I saw that. Yeah, she like it was her knee or something.
No,
it was her back. Her back.
It was like her neck, I think.
Okay. Something.
Her back.
It was some body part. I knew that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's come back, or she's doing some stuff with them, like commentary stuff with them on a backstage show. But she can't wrestle anymore, I don't think, unless she just makes a surprise return.
Mm-hmm.
The woman that she beat for the title, AJ Lee was the real one. She wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why they didn't just get her for the movie, but whatever.
Yeah, they got someone. It was whoever they got. She was wanting to get into wrestling, and The Rock like hired her for the movie.
She's a wrestler now, or she's
she's a wrestler now.
She's not really a wrestler. She's more like a manager.
Okay.
He comes out to the ring with a guy.
And she did a good job.
She does wrestle some though.
Wrestler.
Oh yeah, she's good. Selena Vega.
I did find it funny that I didn't know she named her wrestling character after the Charmed character, the TV show Charmed. Paige. She's like, I like the TV show Charmed.
Wow.
That was funny.
That was her. That's who she picked.
Yeah, that was her name because they already had I forget, was it Brittany? I think
her name
she was
Brittany.
going by. Yeah, because her real name is the name of her mom's wrestling name that she went by.
Yeah.
And so she went by Brittany in the ring, but
yeah, I think so.
WWE already had a Brittany, so she had to choose something else.
Britney Spears. They had her for a while.
Yeah.
I've seen some old matches, like from across the pond, of her and her mom, and Becky Lynch. She's like sort of the head. They call her the man now. She's like the women's champion, but there was them three against some other wrestlers. It was weird seeing them that young wrestling because she started when she was really, really young.
Yeah, because I was reading that her and her mom would travel to the U.S. and do like these like small bouts
Mhm.
for WWE or something. So yeah, she had actually had exposure through that first, which is interesting.
Yep. So now you're gonna
And
start watching wrestling.
yeah, no.
Oh.
And another thing I thought was funny was she actually has another sister who's not portrayed in the movie, but that sister's just a dentist. Like she's not a wrestler. She never got into it.
So it's funny that you say that because in AEW, which is another wrestling organization, the big one right now, one of their big female stars for that promotion is an actual dentist.
Oh,
Like in real life, she's a dentist. So she comes out and she makes sure everybody knows that in real life she's a dentist, and that she has her dental degree and she
I am
practices.
a dentist.
And her her finishing move is like the mandible claw, and she like
Man, though.
she sticks her hand in her mouth and she like pulls some teeth out of this lady the other week.
oh
Like
gosh.
broke some of her teeth out or something.
I did like her wrestling move name, the Page Turner.
Oh, good.
That was a good name. I did find it interesting. Yeah, right when we watched this movie, like the next day, The Rock's daughter joins like NXT in real life.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do I know something you don't know about wrestling?
I don't
You're
watch
falling
much.
behind, old man.
I don't watch
Been
much
busy.
NXT
This is
because
my
I just
house
don't
now.
have time. Hold on.
Y'all should wrestle for it.
Any day.
Oh, we both got bad backs. We won't last
Oh,
long.
We all.
Yeah, it was announced that his daughter signed up with NXT.
There you go.
I'm looking it up.
Looking it up.
It's not
You
that
don't
I
believe
don't
me?
believe you.
You don't believe me?
No, I
Why?
believe you.
Ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't believe me.
I just want to see what.
Can you believe this? I don't care what you don't think. I can't do wrestling.
Did y'all see the? It was I think it was like a Jerry Springer or no Mari Povich like meme thing. It says, "We've got the DNA results back, and Hulk Hogan, you are related. You are nobody's brother."
Yeah. Okay, so she's just like she's not wrestling with them yet. She's just sort of signed with them.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's what I said. She signed.
But she hasn't like made an appearance or anything yet.
No, it just happened. She just signed.
It's like 18.
And so it's like his whole it continues the lineage of his family or something. I guess his dad was a wrestler. And,
Oh, he comes. Oh, yeah. He's part of the a wrestling dynasty, pretty much.
Yeah.
A lot of the Samoan wrestlers he's related to.
Gotcha. Cool.
Roman Reigns, I think he's related to him. And then the Samoans from yesteryears.
All his brothers from the Fast and Furious movies.
Roman Reigns was in that movie with him.
Oh, really?
Yep, he was. Anyways,
Jason Momoa, he's related to him.
I mean, we could just talk wrestling all night if you want to.
Here we go.
That's all the knowledge I have. I'm tapped out.
Are you tapping out?
Yeah, I'm tapping out. I'm honking the horn.
You're honking the horn.
That was like when in the movie during
Oh
practice.
yeah.
Practicing.
I get it. Yeah.
He's like, if you want to give up, you honk this horn. And I would have honked the horn so quick. I would have walked up and just honked it right then. I'm done.
Aw.
Oh.
I would have been hurt so quickly.
Aw.
I would have had what does she call it? When you slap somebody when you do something wrong and
A receipt?
receipt. I would have had so many receipts.
Because
Like,
you would have hit people?
I would have received so many receipts.
Because you would have actually hit people?
Yeah, because I would have accidentally hit people. Like the CVS receipt, like picture that. That would be me. Like the receipts that you get at CVS.
You mean
be that.
The scarves?
Yeah, the scarves. It'd be
The cold
it'd be
winter days?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, anyways, the Oscars was Sunday night. You were watching that.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see good old Joaquin's speech?
No, I heard it talked about cows and
I
taking their milk and
I don't know what
I
all
don't.
he. Yeah, I think he was playing the Joker. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was like the lowest rating ever for the Oscars.
Yeah, nobody watched it. I did later because I heard the opening song thing was good, so I watched it on YouTube, and it was okay. It just like they dressed up the background character like dancers as like characters from the movies of that year. So there were like a few people dressed up as a Joker and
Oh,
few people
fun.
dressed up as other, and it was just that part was weird to me. And she tried to get people to sing along with her, like she would sing something, and then she wanted the audience, to sing it back to her, like that song style jazz kind of thing, whatever. I don't know music, so I'm a
Who was the host? I don't even know who the host was.
There wasn't one.
What?
They didn't. It was hostless. They had Steve Martin and Chris Rock come out and do like a opening monologue thing, but they weren't the hosts, and they joked about that they weren't the hosts.
Why didn't they have a host?
I don't know. They didn't want to pay somebody.
Dumb.
I don't know. But
Didn't they do that last year?
they did it last year because
Okay.
Kevin Hart was supposed to host one year,
Yeah.
and then he said something that like people considered horrible or something on Twitter, and that got brought up, and so he stepped down from being the host. So they're like, we just won't have a host, and so yeah, it's weird. But anyway, she went out, the opening person that did the opening number, singing with like sing something, have the audience sing back, and then she started picking out like people from the audience to sing back to her, and she went to Brad Pitt, and he did not want to do it. He did not. He just kind of like leaned a little bit back from the mic and kind of quietly did it. Like, no, don't.
Cool for school.
Don't go to me. But yeah, it was. She did a good job. It was just the weird dancers that kind of struck me. It's like it just looked a little odd that they were dressed like the characters from the movies. That's all I saw.
That's all you saw?
I did see that. I didn't watch it, but what's the late night host that was in the Cats movie?
James Corden.
James Corden, and Rebel Wilson came out like in cat costumes to present the visual effects, making fun of a visual effects movie to present a visual effects award.
Nice.
Yeah.
The visual effects community didn't enjoy that.
I bet.
Joke, because they're basically like, this was what tanked the movie. Like, no, it wasn't.
No.
That movie has a problem just to begin with.
Why did they give the visual effects people such a hard time when, if it wasn't for them, then it would just be a bunch of green screens?
Because then it's not about them. The words are about them.
Whatever. That's not what the geekies are about.
No, geekies are about you.
Yeah. So make sure you vote for it.
I'm not talking
humor.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Vote for the movies you watch.
Yeah.
You like.
That's another thing I never understood. The movies that always make the most money never get.
Well, no,
nominated.
because they don't need to advertise those movies. This is the award shows are basically advertising the movies that they think
movies
are good and that haven't made a bunch of money yet. So they give them nominations, and then they re-release those into theaters so people go see them.
So, have you ever watched a movie in recent years that has won Best Picture?
I'd have to look them up
to know what those are.
Off the top, I'm sure I have, but off the top of my head, I can't think of.
No, probably not. That was my point. That most pictures or most movies that win Best Picture, I've never seen, and never have any desire to see. So, oh, sorry.
Let's see.
Chris watches a lot of movies, so
I
it's
do watch a
possible.
lot of movies.
I mean,
so
that's
I'm
what he does when he goes on a cruise. So
Yeah.
he could have gotten caught
That's
up
all
on
I
his.
do. Let's see. Shape of Water. I watched that one.
Did
There
that
you
win Best
go.
Picture?
Yeah, 2017.
Oh, I never watched. I think Catron watched it and had fun with that movie.
I did not see that movie.
What? I thought you saw that movie.
Oh wait, maybe I did.
You
see
did,
that
and
movie.
you told us
Yeah.
said, "Don't watch that movie."
And then I watched it.
That's the one with the. Is it the swamp monster?
Yeah, it's like Beauty and the
person-
Beast, but with
Yeah, that was a weird movie.
but an adult.
really weird.
Beauty and the
Oh,
Beast.
very.
And you
adult.
said there's a scene in that movie that I was like, "What is going on?"
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was in 2017.
That was terrible. Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
so the next one that I saw was in 2014, which was Birdman. That was that Michael Keaton movie, and after watching that shouldn't have won. I didn't.
No, it wasn't that good.
I saw Argo, which won 2012. That was a good movie.
So you had to go back to 2012.
King's Speech 2010, which was of course Colin Firth movie. So of course,
of course,
seen
you
that
watched
several
that.
times.
Because your wife's in love.
Yeah, but that was a good movie though. That was good. Slumdog Millionaire 2008.
Nope.
That was good. I have to skip years. There's definitely ones in between. Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King won in 2003.
Oh wow!
Interesting.
I forgot about that.
I wonder what it was up against.
The
I mean, it's a
it was
great
up
movie.
against, Lost in Translation,
Okay.
Master and Commander, Mystic River, and Seabiscuit.
Well, there you go.
I am
But
the
that-
master and commander.
2002 was Chicago. I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't like musicals. Beautiful Mind 2001. The first movie that I went to with my wife.
Oh. Was
Oh.
it your wife or your girlfriend?
His girlfriend.
Well, then you
It was
didn't
like
go
a
with your wife.
movie
You went with your
date.
girlfriend.
Yeah. Fine.
So, what year were the Scream movies? Because I know they won a bunch.
Scream?
Yeah,
movies?
which years did the Scream
That
win
got
Best
to be back in the 90s.
They were on.
Gladiator.
They had like all the Scream movies on their day, and I started watching them, and I was like, man, these are pretty
Bad.
bad.
The first and
What do you think,
second
Grant?
were good.
Yeah,
What do you think, Grant?
Jennifer was like down there with me, and she's like, now don't watch these too late because you'll have nightmares, and I'm like, what? No.
You know me?
I'm like,
What? Oh.
no, what? No.
The first two I liked.
Yeah. But the like
And,
Scream
yeah,
4, and it was like it was
The
cast,
third one's supposed to go to Hollywood.
Yeah, the fourth one had the cast was like it had the same lead lady, but it was about these teenagers. It was about her
Her cousin.
cousin, which was played by Roberts or
Oh, Emma Roberts.
yeah.
No.
Julia Roberts.
Yeah, Emma
Julia
Roberts.
Yeah.
And then the Save the Cheerleader, Save the World girl was in it, which
Yeah.
just disappeared off the face of the earth. I haven't seen her.
Mhm.
Anything. And then one, I think a Culkin.
Yeah, I think so.
But it was just like the cousin was jealous, so that's why
Yeah.
she killed everybody. I was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, she wanted all the attention.
it's like, man, this has gotten
Go-
bad.
Yeah. Gladiator won in 2000.
Well, good. So
It's
there's
not
been
bad.
some good movies, but here we're lately, none of them.
Yeah, I mean, you go back into the 90s and stuff. That's when, like, these are the movies you probably saw:
The golden
Gladiator,
years.
American Beauty, Shakespeare in Love, Titanic, English Patient, Braveheart, Forrest Gump, Schindler's List. Back then, like,
all right.
yeah, we watched these movies.
Okay, so Titanic. Okay, so we were watching school. We were watching School the other day, catching up
Oh yeah,
on School. The show that follows the Goldbergs. It's
Mhm.
based in the '90s, and they had a Titanic episode. And now if you don't know my wife, I mean, you guys know my wife, but majority of the listeners don't. But she doesn't like she likes to watch movies with me. She'll watch movies, but she's a person that once she watches a movie, she watches it once, and then she's good. She doesn't need to watch it again. People like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So so they're doing the Titanic thing, and sorry, and she goes, "Yeah, I watched that movie like 12 times."
Whoa.
What?
I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You watched Titanic 12 times?" And she said, "Yeah." And I'm like, "In the theater 12 times?" And she's like, "Well, no, not in the theater. In the theater, it's probably like 6 or 7 times." I'm like, "You don't watch anything ever more than once." And I was like, "Is this your favorite movie?" And she's like, "Well, back then it was, I guess." And I was like, "You just like that draw me like a French girl scene, don't you?" And she laughed. But I'm like, "You watched Titanic. How long is that movie?"
It's 3 hours. So
One of those
she
first
30,
long movies.
36 hours. She spent 36 hours watching Titanic in her life.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know if I've watched any movie that
Okay, you know how big of a Star Wars fan I am. I don't think I've watched Star Wars 12 times. Maybe I have. Probably.
I don't know. Maybe Jurassic Park. I may have watched Jurassic Park 12 times over the years.
Interesting.
If it was on TV,
I know I've watched Pee-wee's Big Adventure 12 times because I have that movie memorized.
But that's not 3 hours long.
It's true.
All I remember is when that movie came out, everybody was like, "The boat sinks. Why do you need to watch that movie?"
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
I didn't go see it either. Like, I didn't see it in theaters. Like, I didn't see it till years later because I'm just like, they made a love story on the Titanic.
Yeah.
You kind of know the ending.
But I didn't see it 12 times in theaters.
No. There's an interesting documentary on Disney Plus that follows James Cameron, and he talks about the movie and how they made it, and he's a big Titanic buff, and that he I don't know if he went down to see it, in a or whatever. I don't guess you really go down to see it, but he was on a voyage.
He took a
they
little
have a
sub.
camera that goes.
No, there's a little sub that went down. Yeah.
So he's studied this thing, and some of it they kind of guessed at, and then they actually got more footage of inside some of these rooms, and they realized that they actually got it right, which was really cool. And then some things they got totally wrong, and I mean, there's just some things you just don't know. And he said one of the things they regret was some of the people that died, the way they died. They really felt bad about how they portrayed it in the movie because that's somebody's family member. That well, they didn't do that. They would have never done that. So it was good. It was interesting.
I bet James Cameron hasn't watched Titanic 12 times.
As a whole, probably not.
I bet that's some kind of world record. She could probably be in Guinness Book of World Records. You watched Titanic? I mean, it just cracks me up. By the like 10th time, when it gets to that scene with the door, you gotta be sitting there going, they could both fit in that door.
It was proven. It's been proven several times.
James Cameron was not happy about that either.
Yeah.
How did this turn into the Titanic episode? I don't know.
Titanic is life.
My son is obsessed with Titanic.
He likes that French girl part.
No, he has not watched the movie. The boat, the Titanic. We went to. I've talked about this. We went to the museum in Branson, Missouri, which is the same one that's in Pigeon Forge, and he loved it. Of course, before that, he was obsessed with it. He read books about it and everything he can find. He's watched that documentary maybe 5 times about the Titanic, and he could answer any question just about it. But he hasn't watched anything in a while, so he may be past that. I don't know, but he's watched it so much so that he doesn't want to go on a cruise ship.
Uh-oh.
at all. Like, I tried to convince him that we need to go on a Disney cruise, and he said nope.
Just slip a little something, goes to sleep, wakes up on the ship, and he doesn't know it's a ship.
There's no icebergs down where the Disney cruises go.
I know this.
I mean, he needs to fear like the coronavirus or something on a cruise ship now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not an iceberg.
Well, I don't let him drink beer.
Yeah.
But
Not even light beer.
Did you
that's
see
terrible. Why
where
did you make that joke, Ryan?
I didn't make that joke. You made that joke.
Horrible.
Did you see where Corona, the beer, changed their name
No.
so it wouldn't be have the negative effect on it from the coronavirus? They changed their name to the Ebola.
And I feel bad. That was a terrible joke.
Wow.
It's
wow.
That was
I have a
meme
coworker whose family, she's from China, and her
Yeah.
family still lives there, her parents, and they have not left their house for 3 weeks.
It's horrible. It's horrible stuff.
They don't even live near where
There is legit cruise ships that you can't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 something people. Yeah.
When I went to the doctor, because I've been sick. When was it? When did I go to the doctor? Last week or the week before?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah. That was the first. When I told them my symptoms, they said, "Have you been to China recently?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, good." And I'm like, "If I'd have said yes, what would have happened?" And she was like, "Well, there's a whole lot of protocol we'd have to go through then." And I'm like, "Oh no." I'm like, "Has anybody got in the U.S.?" And he said there was a guy in Chicago.
Yeah.
That got it from his wife who had went to China, who had been in China.
Yep.
That was crazy.
Oh, there's 4 people while I was there in Houston with you guys. My wife texted me.
There in China.
My wife texted me. It's like, you need to come home now. There are 4 people in Texas that have are diagnosed with it. Like, oh, okay. But
I got scared then because then right after that is when I got sick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh gosh, Catron just told me that that's around in Texas. I'm gonna die.
So my coworker described the symptoms of it, and I'm sitting there coughing and hacking up a lung, over there. It's like, you don't have a fever, you cough and have congestion, and they have all these. There's blood tests they can do, but they may come back negative. And the best way that they can determine if you have it is through a CT scan. I was like, good grief. So people could have it and just not
I'm
know.
still coughing though. Do I have
I
it?
know.
It's like a 14-day
incubation
period.
Mm.
Oh, now I'm all scared.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're healthy.
Oh man, we celebrated Valentine's. We had our Valentine's dinner last night.
Oh,
a little early.
A little early. Beat the rush, I guess.
We do.
We went old people time too. I think we went like at 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Oh. Nice.
Not that old.
Because we had a babysitter. With the Killin Steakhouse.
Killin Steakhouse.
Not a sponsor.
Did they kill it?
Killins.
Oh. Did they killin?
Yes. But it's like the fancy steakhouse in where I live.
Mm.
Don't want to say where I live. People knocking down the doors. But we walked in and we're like, there's like 2 other couples there. Well, we walked in and they're taking us to our table and they take us by this table that had 3 kids at it.
Mm.
And Jennifer's like, don't sit us by them. Don't you dare sit us by them. So they didn't. But then it was hopping. We said that it was our first time there, and they're like, "Oh, we love that." Serving people is their first time.
Oh, and they brought you free food?
No, no,
Did
they
you wear a
actually
button?
forgot. They actually forgot some of our food, and I was like,
"Oh no!"
We ordered some asparagus to go with this because it was one of those places where you had to order the side separate. One of those fancy places.
That's just a lazy menu.
But he said, this. Yeah. He said Valentine's is usually not that bad. He's like, this year I think we have like 400
reservations.
Wow.
That's a whole herd.
No. So I'm glad we went early.
Hmm.
We're going to be up in your neck of the woods on Valentine's Day, Chris. Do you have our date planned out?
Of course. We're going to do things.
We're going to do things. The steak was really good, though, by the way.
Weird.
Was it one of those places where like you order like a giant steak and if you eat it all in a certain amount of time?
No, this is a fancy place. They had we didn't get this. They had a steak flight.
You just like throw it at you?
No, like like a beer flight where you get different kinds of beer. It was a steak flight of all different kinds of like really expensive like
you should
cut
steaks. So it's like 4 ounces of each one.
Yeah,
and it was like $195.
Should have done that.
No.
But they have to serve it to you like here comes the airplane because it's a flight.
I guess it would have been interesting to get though, like steak flight.
Can we just see them? Can you bring them out and put them on our table? Just so
they had that fancy steak. What's it called? Wagyu. And some other different kinds.
There's one that's the inside of not the stomach or what is that?
Haggis?
No. Somebody made me eat it, whatever it was. We were at this restaurant in Kansas City.
I think they pulled a prank on you.
No, I forgot what. Dang it! I don't know what it was called, but it sounded really gross. Whatever it was. This is a terrible story.
Gross?
It tastes good.
I mean, it was fine. But she's like, you need to try it. It was for work, and it was one of our vendors that we use, and they treated us. I mean, it was a super fancy restaurant, and really expensive, and we didn't pay anything for it. But yeah, this woman sitting beside me was like, "Oh, you have to try it." I'm like, "No, I don't." So I did.
It happened one time when Jenny went out. We went out with some of her clients one time in LA, and they ordered this big like sampler platter thing with like all these like shrimp and all kinds of stuff, and it was all fried or whatever. And there's one shrimp. It was just like they like took it out of the water, dumped it in the fryer, and then put it on the plate. So it had like eyes, like everything.
No, thank you.
And she ate it.
Oh gosh.
Because the people were like, "Oh yeah, no, eat it. You'll love it."
Oh.
I'm like, "I'm not doing it. It's your client."
And they had wet aged and dry aged, which I didn't know was a thing. I've heard of dry aged, but I've never heard of wet aged steaks.
It's weird, yeah.
So I got a wet aged steak, whatever that means.
The room was just kind of moist.
It was good. It was the cheaper one. The dry aged was more expensive. I said, "Jennifer, what's the difference?" She goes, "Dry aged is more expensive."
I'll take the wet.
Yeah, give me the wet.
The wetter, the better.
And then I had a big piece of chocolate cake that was good. Jennifer had some carrot cake. I've never been a carrot cake fan, so
I'm not.
Oh, we love
chocolate cake.
It had carrots on top of it.
What?
Yeah.
Like spiral cut carrots on top of the cake.
It's wrong.
It's when you know it's fancy.
It came with coconut ice cream. I ate her ice cream. That's good.
I don't like coconut either.
You don't like anything.
I like chocolate cake. I would eat the chocolate cake.
It was good. That is great.
Giving us chocolate cake.
I would have ate the BRB out of that chocolate cake.
Be right back.
Oh, that's what that means?
Yeah. So it was a huge piece of cake. So I ate like half of it, and then the guy came over and said, "Do you want me to box the rest of that up for you?" And I was like, "I guess." Like I wanted to just finish it off. So last night, in the middle of the night, I finished it off. Jennifer woke up and said, "Did you eat the rest of your chocolate cake?" And I'm like, "I may have done that last night."
I don't know. Things happen.
Don't touch me.
Watching Scream, I got scared. I needed comfort food.
I had to eat some cake. I was doing a photo shoot last night after everybody went to bed.
Oh.
Huh.
Of lightsaber sleeves and
okay.
Not of you.
Great.
Great.
Star Wars stuff that I've made. I opened an Etsy shop. I don't know why I did that. starting to regret it.
Glutton for punishment.
I thought people keep asking for these lightsaber. So basically, the Savi workshop lightsabers that I made at Galaxy's Edge, I made a sleeve that goes over it that sort of resembles a dark saber. It's my take on it for a Savi blade. Some troll pointed that out. That's not dark saber. I'm like, I don't care. Anyways, this is my take on it, and people are asking to buy them, and I'm like, I never thought about that. And then I was like, they were like, you should open an Etsy shop, and I was like, okay, why not? So I did that today, thinking nobody's going to actually buy one. And 10 people have bought them. And more people want to buy them, but I cut it off because I'm not running a sweatshop around here.
You got kids?
No.
Doesn't work.
No.
Do it.
They need to make their living.
So I sold 10 lightsaber sleeves on day 1 of my Etsy shop. That's pretty good.
Bam.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Wasn't even a full day.
And I priced them. I didn't price them cheap.
No.
No.
I'm thinking
$300. That's
no.
crazy.
No, they're not like that. But so if you want to check out my Etsy shop, you can. It's iamGEEK shop. Because I didn't know what else to name it.
It's okay. We get to split the profits, so it's all good.
Yeah, I think so.
Do with all the profits.
If you come down here and help me make these 10, sure, I'll split the profit with you.
I don't think you want me doing that.
No.
I just hope the people love them, that get them, and I hope they don't get them and go, why did I pay for this? So, I don't know.
That's everybody's thought process after buying something.
No.
Why did I get this?
Well, I just hope that people think it's good. Like, I'm going to get one of these and I'm going to take it to Galaxy's Edge and walk around with it. I'm like, okay.
Well, I can't afford them now. We spent all our money yesterday.
I heard that your house about blew up or something.
Yeah. So, Jenny, my wife, she has a very sensitive nose, and she can sniff out smells wherever they may be.
She a bloodhound?
She's a bloodhound. We had mold in our wall one time. It was a very small amount of mold in the wall because a crack on the outside of the house opened up a little bit and water got down in there. And she's like, that, and we were painting the walls and stuff. She's like, that doesn't smell right. There's mold in there. I'm like, I don't smell anything. And we got someone out, they opened it up yeah, there's mold in here. I'm like, I don't, she smelled it. I don't know. But she thought she was smelling something in our bathroom, mold or something underneath the sink. So, we'll call the guy back out. And the same guy came out. And he's like, well, I don't see anything. There's no real moisture. So he's recommended these other people to come out because the valves under the sinks were old and getting a little rusty and stuff.
Yeah.
So we got them out, and it could have been the air conditioning unit too. So it was the same people that were checking that, and they're like, "Well, your water heater's about to go. That needs to be replaced." I'm like, okay, all right. Well, we known that was going to happen. That's fine. They're like, and your air conditioning unit is basically it's burning itself up. All the circuitry's really burnt in there. And probably going to burn the house down. Yay! So yeah, we had to replace that, all new ducts in the ceiling and everything, and so now we're broke.
I'm sorry.
Yay! Adulting.
So
yeah, it happens. We dealt with it. They actually did it in the same day. It was great. They did all of it the same day. Milestone Electric. I'd recommend them, not a sponsor.
They should be.
They should be.
Are they the fresh maker?
No. There's a jingle. They have a jingle. I don't remember it.
Oh, can you sing it for us?
Milestone Electric. Go and do things. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
They did, however, Jenny wrote for everything that we do, stuff like that. She wrote a recommendation on their website, and they called her today, and they're like, "This is the best recommendation that we've ever had." it would, if you came down like and read this to our employees, like we'll give you $1,000 off the next thing that you do. And so Jane's gonna go down to their store and like tell them basically what she wrote, and if we need anything done, we get a discount. So that's awesome.
There you go.
There you go. You both of you seemed enraptured with my story.
I'm sorry.
They're both on their phones. Like they gave up right when I started talking. They're like, he's gonna go on a while.
No, I had something pop up from
Me
the
too.
Etsy thing, and I clearly put on there what size the blade was, 31 inches, and somebody bought one and they said, "Oh, my blade's 36 inches," and I'm like, "Well, that's not what this is for."
They need to alter their blade then.
Yeah, so I just refunded them the money.
I have servers that are deciding to not work anymore at work, so that's good.
So we're both working. That's why Chris is talking.
And I'm just talking. That's the only reason I'm talking.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
What else can I talk about?
All right, so so did you see that? Okay, did you see that? The Clark Kent theory of his disguise has been proven.
No, not.
So there's a picture going around of Zooey Deschanel. In one picture, she has her glasses and her bangs, and in the other picture, no glasses, and she doesn't have bangs anymore, and she looks like a completely different person. And people are saying, wait, so that means Clark Kent could actually wear glasses and change his hairstyle and fool people.
Huh.
It was amazing. I'm like sitting there going, that is not the same person. But it was the same person.
Interesting. I'm looking at the picture. It does look very different.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, she looks like without the glasses, she looks more like the actress that plays the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah.
You don't, yeah, but with that, interesting. Well, in the comics, it's not just the glasses. He also slouches. He adjusts the tone of his voice, and various other things in order to, and he also, as Clark Kent, he's very bumbling.
Yeah,
very meek. So there are some other differences.
I know, but it just the picture was crazy looking.
Yeah, that is funny. That's cool.
So now, if I take my glasses off,
where'd Ryan go? Who are you? I'm scared.
Oh no!
Just a weird egghead now. Wait.
Oh! Someone
there he is.
Someone fixed the picture. They like took the picture.
Oh, what in the world?
And then digitally put bangs on her, and I don't know why they darkened around her eyes.
It made her the Joker.
Yeah, and then wrote "fixed" on it, and I was like, oh, no, you made it worse.
They made her the Joker.
Oh, then someone changed it to where it's like, yeah, she looks completely different.
That's the Rock.
Or it's a picture of Zooey Deschanel's glasses next to a picture of the Rock. I'm like, whoa, wow, yeah. Without glasses, she looks like the Rock. That's crazy. So Zooey Deschanel's actually the Rock. Huh? Who knew? That's crazy. I'm talking again because they're both busy.
No. I was looking at this too. So speaking of the Joker, you saw Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, right? That's the new name for it, right?
That is apparently the new name
it's
for
not
it.
Birds of Prey, and the Emancipation of, or the Fabulous. Wait, what was it called?
And the Fabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
It's not called that anymore. Right?
Well, it's that's still the name of it, but if you do like a search for it, like on IMDb, on the movie sites and stuff, they've changed it to just be Harley Quinn Birds of Prey because they think people are confused that Harley Quinn isn't in it, even though she's in every commercial, and she literally says like, "I'm Harley Quinn" in the commercial. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what they're thinking for that, but
I'm
I did
Harley
see
Quinn.
it, and I liked it. I thought it was good. The more I think about it, the more I like it, actually. Because when I got done, I was like, "Oh, it was pretty good." But the more I kind of thought about it, I was like, "No, it was really a fun movie." Um, the action in it, the fighting scenes and stuff were done really well. And I think they had the John Wick stunt team behind it, choreographing it. And yeah, every scene like that was I really liked it. It almost like bordered like Jackie Chan fighting a little bit, and it was really good. I mean, it's definitely like a Harley Quinn movie. It's not just I wouldn't necessarily call it a Birds of Prey movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Harley Quinn movie with a Birds of Prey origin.
Why didn't they just make it a Harley Quinn movie?
I'm not really sure. Like yeah, it just should have been. They just should have named it Harley Quinn or whatever, and I think that would have messed with some of the confusion. And I think some of the people were confused. They're like, "Oh, I didn't like the Joker. I don't want to go watch another movie with him," and he's not in it. People, for some reason, still think he's going to be in it. They used some clips from Suicide Squad in some flashbacks, and you like see the back of the Joker's head at one point, but that's it. It does have the opening of it. I really like the opening. The opening is animated, which is cool. Kind of, she's like talking about like growing up, and everything's animated, and you see the Joker in the animated part of it, but he looks more like the comic book Joker. He doesn't look like the Jared Leto Joker. And that was really done. I was done well. I kind of liked it because I mean Harley Quinn started off in animation. Yeah. So it was like starting off the movie in animation. It was kind of nice.
Cool.
But all the actresses in it were done really, like they did really well with their parts. Black Canary and Renee Montoya were probably the two Birds of Prey that had the most screen time, besides Cassie, which is the girl in it. But she was in the comics. She was never part of Birds of Prey, at least for the most part. She in recent years maybe she was, but I don't remember. But her character is the most off from the comics. Like in the comics, she was raised by assassins. She like wasn't taught how to read or speak. She was just taught how to fight.
Yeah.
And in this one, she's just like a street kid who's she's an orphan. She's with a foster family, but you never see them. She just kind of like runs away from them, and she's like a pickpocket. And she speaks in the movie, so she's like I don't know why they needed to make her Cassandra Cain. She becomes Batgirl at one point in the comics. So I don't know if it was like we got a Batgirl, because Batgirl was part of Birds of Prey, but it wasn't this Batgirl. They could have made her the Spoiler, which is another character from the comics, and that would have made more sense.
That would have been a spoiler, though. I don't like spoilers.
Yeah, it would have been a spoiler.
How did you and McGregor do?
He was fun. He was a good villain. He's really over the top. I read somewhere it's like Black Mask, what Jared Leto thought he was doing with the Joker. But which is kind of true a little bit, because he's very over the top in it. Like it works for it. And they definitely make him evil. They're like, we've got to really make him evil so Harley doesn't seem as evil. So you kind of feel for Harley a little bit, because he's very like misogynistic and just horrible person in it. There's one part I was kind of cringing at. It's like, okay, I get it. He's bad. I get it. We can move on from this, because it is rated R. It wasn't a disgusting scene. It was more like it wasn't like a physically disgusting scene. It was more like a mentally, like, I can't believe he's making this person do this. Like, kind of uncomfortable scene.
Did he make him eat the cat poop?
No, I don't know what that means.
That's from Anchorman.
Okay.
It's a disgusting scene, and who's in the club. Oh, what's the guy's name? He's a drummer, comedian. He plays the drums. He made the Netflix. He's got this Portland show, Portlandia.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But he was like the club owner, and he was
Okay.
mad at Ron Burgundy, and he was like, he brings out a plate of cat poop. He's like, "You will eat the cat poop." Like, "I will not eat the cat poop. No." He's like, "You eat the cat poop now." It's really disgusting, funny scene.
Oh, fun. But yeah, I wish there was more of the Birds of Prey in it. Like, if that's my one kind of like, I wish they'd done this. I wish there were more of the other characters a little more in it, because Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who plays the Huntress, did a really good job in it, and her character's just kind of awkward at times around people because of her upbringing, and it's funny. She does a really good job. Journey Smollett Bell, who played Black Canary, does a really good job. She actually sings. She based a lot of her movements and stuff off of the Injustice game,
Oh, cool.
the Black Canary in that, which was cool. And Rosie Perez is a good Montoya, which Renee Montoya and Harley Quinn both had their start in the Batman animated series, and this is their Renee Montoya's first movie. I think they used her character in Gotham. But
Every time you say that name, I think of the Princess Bride.
oh,
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Inigo Montoya.
And Victor Zaz, who's like
Oh, they have
Mask.
Zaz in there?
Yeah, Zaz is in there.
Oh.
I think I like the
Spoiler.
Gotham version of Zaz a little bit more,
Yeah.
because they play up him making cuts on his body for each person he kills. They bring that up in the movie, but it's not as big a part of you can see it on his skin and stuff, but it's not as big a part of the character in the movie.
Aha.
But yeah, it was done well. Yeah, I don't want to get any spoilers or anything for anybody that's going to see it, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was good, fun popcorn flick. I don't know if it's my favorite DC movie.
What is your favorite DC movie?
I think it's a tie between like Shazam and Wonder Woman.
Shazam.
I really like both those. And Aquaman I thought was good. Some people didn't like it, but I liked Aquaman.
Yeah, it was better.
And the other ones I enjoyed. Like I enjoyed watching them. Like I enjoyed watching Suicide Squad. I enjoyed watching Man of Steel and Justice League. I mean, there's definitely stuff about them that could have been done better, but there's stuff I enjoyed too.
They're making an Aquaman 2, right?
Yeah.
You think they'll recast
oh, the woman that plays Mira?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Do you know what? Did you hear what what people want?
Yeah.
Who they want?
Oh no, I didn't hear that.
They want what's her name from Game of Thrones?
Oh, Daenerys?
Amelia
Clark.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Like they're like, put them back together.
That'd be funny.
So they want her. That'd be cool. Our good pal from Comic Palooza. Coming up before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get those costumes ready.
I'm trying. No, to make mine, because you guys could buy yours.
Well, maybe. I bought my helmet, but it hasn't shown up, and I'm getting worried.
Sorry.
That it's not going to show up.
There's still time
to buy another one?
for it to show up.
Oh, for it to show up, yeah.
Yeah, you got time.
If it's actually a real thing. Yeah. We're going as the Three Amigos.
Oops. That's the wrong thing.
Ned Niederlander.
I'm Dusty Bottoms. Okay,
yeah, you are.
Yeah. Can you name the other character? Guy. Oh. Come on, Catron. You're better than
No,
this.
I have no clue. It's been forever since I've watched that movie. Since I was a kid.
What is it, Chris? You know?
Is it Lucky Day?
Yeah.
Lucky Day.
Pretty sure that's it.
So,
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
yeah, Lucky Day, Dusty Bottoms, and Ned Nylander.
You know how to tell it's a male plane?
I love that movie. I think like when we would play as kids, like we would play as like the Three Amigos and stuff, and I always would be Ned Nylander. Always like Martin Short.
Yeah. Who was the third person?
I don't know. We didn't have one.
I think we just had two of us.
I think it was the two of us.
Oh well.
We'd try and summon the knight or whatever, the Invisible Man.
My little buttercup.
It may have been our neighbor from across the street.
With the sweetest smile. Smile, smile, smile.
You little buttercup.
Wants to stay up a while?
Wild. So good. I may have watched that movie 12 times. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sure there's movies I've watched. I've probably watched Star Wars 12 times. Oh, Titanic, though, man. So, Catron, I heard your son has become a man.
Wow.
Well, no longer little Charlie, but now he's Charles. And he's in charge.
Yeah. It seems that way. So I was telling you all before the show that my son has just overnight decided a bunch of things, and one of those being that he has he's going by Charles now because that's his name, not Charlie, and that's what everybody calls him at school now. So he made that clear, and I asked him. I said, "Well, what have you told your mother this?" Because I feel like she might be kind of upset about that because it's the name she picked. But it's like, yeah, she's good. So
she's good.
Okay. And then we were talking about the podcast that he wants to start, and he started telling me all about how he wants to I'm not gonna. Well, the name of the show is.
Sorry, I'm not laughing.
Wow.
It's tips and tricks, but the Catrons, and he wants to tell people
what kind of tricks?
Tips and tricks to play video games.
Oh, video games.
He wants to do a video game show.
Is it like a Grand Theft Auto
no
show or
mostly Minecraft and
tips and tricks?
So he plays Minecraft and Farming Simulator and Super Mario Odyssey. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, his new favorite game is called War Thunder, which is a free game on Xbox.
That sounds like a game that a Charles would play.
Oh yes, he participates in big war battles.
That's a Charles game right there, not a Charlie game.
He's excited, but he wants to give tips and tricks. And
can I recommend the title be just tips and tricks? Just the tips and tricks?
No.
With the Catrons?
No.
No? You don't think that would go over well?
No. The best part was though that he said, "Yeah, I'll in my free time I'll YouTube as well, and then in my other free time I'll listen to the episodes, and then I'll text you when I'm finished and let you know that they're good to put up." What? Who talks like that?
Charles does.
Charles does. An 8-year-old Charles that thinks he's. But and then we also, which we knew this was happening, that he thinks he has a girlfriend.
It's all downhill from here.
Because it started off maybe a month or so ago that he got invited to this girl's birthday party, and it was just like him and one other guy and then a bunch of girls. And we found out that the girl said that, what do you think about Charlie? And it's like, oh yeah, he likes me or something like that. And apparently my wife has talked to the grandmother of this kid or whatever. And then let's see, so that happened. And then the other day we were talking about it, or my wife was with him, and she said, "How do you know that she's your girlfriend?" And because she is. We just decided it. And is that how that happens? Okay. And they didn't ask or anything like that. But today he got a note from her that said, I love you. Do you love me?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Charles, don't go there, Charles.
And he said yes with an exclamation point.
Oh, no.
And he got to bring it home. It's here, but
I hear wedding bells.
She needs to learn how to spell the word from, is all I got to say. Not FORM.
I'm sorry. Father doesn't approve of this,
I don't
Charles.
But then she made a ring for him.
Oh, it's
and
wait,
it has
made a ring?
It's out of paper.
Okay.
And he wore it. It has a heart on it, I guess. He accidentally washed his hands wearing the ring. He was destroyed after that. He's like, oh gosh, but it's fine. The ring's fine.
Just made a new one.
Just make sure he gets a prenup. So
but the ring has powers apparently because he got. They were sitting on the floor during story time, and
Charles.
He was able to sit beside her because he had the ring.
What?
So he's
cosmic
like,
universe
you need
came
to move.
Together.
No, it's like you need to move because I have the ring, basically.
Oh, he told somebody to move because he's got the ring.
I think so.
That's the one ring.
My wife tried to tell me about it, but it was something to that effect of that was why he got to sit beside her because he has a ring.
He starts losing his hair and starts calling it his precious.
Yeah,
you got some problems.
That's a problem, but no. So it's getting pretty serious apparently.
Ring of power.
Already using the L word.
It was so funny. He when he was in preschool, there was this girl that they were. I don't know. According to him, they were going to get married and have 100 kids. And
just 100.
Just 100, yeah.
100, yeah. And we thought that was going to be the one. Well, they, went to the next grade or whatever. Went to school this was at a church and a preschool, and then he went to a real school for kindergarten, and she didn't go to the same school, so we've not seen her again. So
we've all been there.
Now we have the new
one.
The new one. This is
don't even name him. Just the new one. There's he's had so many.
Yeah. So I'll leave their names out of it.
Just name them all Patricia.
Just in case they're listening.
Yeah. Just name them all Patricia. And
it's all fun. I mean, they're kids. It's yeah. I just hope he doesn't get hurt, because he's like super excited about this. Like he said, this is one of the happiest days of his life. And
he's gonna get hurt. He's
gonna
get hurt. Sorry, man. I
told
be
my
that
wife,
guy.
Even like he was pretty happy when he got his Nintendo Switch, and and like he's been to Disney World 3 times now, and that's the happiest. Come on.
Yeah, I believe in. I think this is gonna work. I think this is it. I think it's gonna work out.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean this is the long haul. I can feel it.
Gotta learn one of these days. I mean, might as well learn at 8 years old, right? I guess.
Heart's gonna be broken. That ring is gonna be ripped to pieces.
Mm-hmm. Leave me alone.
Yep. He's gonna go.
Children are gonna have to live.
Not come out.
Every so often. Go back and forth between their houses.
Change schools, and it's going to be bad.
His podcast is going to fall apart.
He's going to lose the podcast because, you don't get the prenup. She's going to take the podcast.
Yeah. Tips and tricks is just.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll get the tip and he'll get trick. I don't know.
Good night, everybody.
How that's going to work.
I
didn't mean it like that, but it came out like that.
You knew what you said.
No.
You did.
Really, midway through it, I knew what I was saying. I was just thinking that most of the time they split stuff down the middle, so
Yep.
All right. Well,
tonight's podcast is rated R.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Or rutabaga. Oh man. Well, I'm glad that he's Found
Yeah.
love for now.
Yeah, so it's exciting. Man, I'm just giving away all the secrets. Of course, we're all adults. He'll never hear this, I guess. But he wants to get her a gift card, a $5 gift card for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
to Target.
Where? Oh, that's that's a big step.
We said no, we're not. You're not getting her a gift card to Target.
Here's a piece of paper. Draw.
This was before the note.
Oh,
even.
Before the note.
As far as I know, anyway.
He's in it. He's there.
So, if you know Charlie, please do not ask him about this because I'll be in trouble.
I'm gonna ask him about
it. Mom, please don't ask him about it.
I forgot about that.
Our number one listener.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Catron's mom.
All right. Well, we've been talking for an hour and 11 minutes, so guess it's that time.
I've got another story. If you want.
What's the story?
So this is a what you streaming.
Oh, what am I streaming?
What you stream? So we're my family has been watching Yukon Vet on Disney Plus, which is, you've seen these shows on like the Discovery Channel and things like that, where they help animals, right? It's like a vet.
Yeah.
They do everything. So this show it's set in Canada or Alaska or both. I don't know. They kind of go back and forth, but they follow this one veterinarian, and she, the main thing that they do in this show, 90% of the things that they do is castrate or neuter animals.
That's fun.
And I mean, every episode, at least half of it is them capturing a bison or a some kind of animal that's at somebody's farm or something. And they're like, it's time to. It's either castration where they just lop it off, or it's neutering where they remove the inside.
Charlie watches it?
He does.
So
he does?
Just say, so Charlie, you're thinking about getting married?
It's Charles now.
This is what happens.
This is what happens when you get married.
Man, I mean, there's some other stuff that they do too, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't watch this. But in that part too, you're just like, so I don't know. My wife gets a kick out of it. Of course.
You might want to be worried about that.
I know.
I love this show.
I think it's great. So if you're interested in watching the show on Disney Plus, Yukon Vet, it's pretty good. Except that 90% of it is them castrating bulls or neutering other animals.
I think I'm good. You've seen one castrated bull. You've seen them all.
Mm.
Well, I don't know if I have any watch the streaming to top that.
Yeah, no, we watched the latest season of Sabrina, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
There's a lot of that castrating in that show too, right?
Yeah,
there is some of that, I think. So, yeah, it was good. We liked it. I liked that show. So.
Yeah, I've been watching the last season of Supernatural, which, Chris, you're missing out, man.
I'm like seasons, like multiple seasons.
I don't know how that happened, because I thought you loved that show.
I do love that show. It just happened, and anytime I'm like, we can watch Supernatural, I'm like, it's my answer. I guess.
Well, then you need to give that answer when she says, "Let's watch The Bachelor." You should go.
I do, but you remember that show that Catron was talking about?
About the castrating?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta watch The Bachelor. That's my castration.
Oh.
There we go.
My life. I love my wife so much, I'll watch The Bachelor.
Oh,
Oh, she doesn't
Y'all-
listen, so she'll never hear that.
Have you all watched the Lego Masters yet?
yes.
I did. I saw the first episode. It was good.
So good.
The two women that are on the team that do like cosplay stuff.
Yeah.
They're from Dallas.
Ah, so you know them personally.
Oh yeah,
It's a small town, so yeah.
Know everybody here.
You know the Tim Tracker who has been on the show. They got him to build stuff.
Yeah, they did
Oh,
kind of
really?
a commercial for it.
Yeah, a
They sent
commercial
them
for
some parts and I guess a set, like the roller coaster set, and
Yeah.
said
Build it.
advertise for us because the first episode was about they had this huge theme park and they were supposed to each team was building a land around the monorail that they had. So
Yeah.
how fitting.
Some of those teams were
Oh, yeah.
strange, and it was weird that there was the one team where like we've never met before. They just basically put us together, and it's like, what?
Yeah, it's like did another team cancel or something? And they just
I couldn't figure out that team.
Yeah.
But nobody
It was
got
cool,
kicked
though.
off though. Spoiler.
No,
Yeah.
they do it their way.
Do you have a favorite team?
Mm,
the team that won, I mean, did the challenge for that week did the best job, I thought.
yeah.
The two, I don't know if they're brothers or what.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. They were good.
They did the space land.
Yeah,
Spaceport.
it was really good. The one team that like the lumberjack guys,
Yeah.
I liked them and their thing was working
Right.
until like they had to present it.
I think when they moved the table over, something got drawn loose.
I think that's what happened too.
Well, we also wondered if maybe their batteries died, but then it moved down.
Yeah.
It got like stuck.
Because when they were moving their table, one of them said, "What was that?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's nothing. It was just a brick that was on the ground."
Oh.
I bet something happened when they were moving
yeah.
it over.
Because I like theirs a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool.
Really cool.
Yeah. The Pharaohs one, like it was Egyptian theme
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. That was really
Uh-huh.
cool too. I like that.
Mhm.
If you guys haven't watched this show, you should check it out. It's fun.
Yep. You can
know,
see it
so-
on Fox now.
So you know what we're
Now or
talking about.
Hulu.
I figured
Yeah.
Chris's favorite team would be the older lady with the big hair.
No.
That was crazy.
I just want to
Like, you
make
wouldn't-
ducks. I just want ducks everywhere.
You wouldn't expect that. That was that was interesting.
They did a good job.
yeah.
It was just
Totally.
Her facial expressions though just had me like, oh, it was just so bad.
Yeah.
Mary Kay lady.
Like it, I don't know. I'm just being super superficial and judgmental, but it's almost like somebody else built it and then put those two women right there in front of it. You know, like, it's just
Our
not
sons
expected.
built this.
Yeah.
There's not enough ducks.
That's great. No, it's great.
Yeah, it comes
Glad
on Wednesday nights, like after The Masked Singer.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Which
did you
is
think
a
about
show.
the person who was unveiled on The Masked Singer this week?
So, unfortunately, I saw who it was before the reveal, because like we watched the Lego thing first, and it
Yeah.
was recorded, and it had the very end of Masked Singer at the beginning of the Lego show. So I saw who it was. I thought it was cool. Like I'm wondering if I would have picked him out because like when we did watch it and he was singing, it did sound just like him to me.
I just totally blanked who it was.
Spoilers. It was Drew Carey.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Drew Carey. I didn't
Is
think
he-
he should have been voted off though. There's some on there that are way worse than him.
So I'm thinking there's some rigging going
Oh,
on
yeah.
this season because
Big
like,
time.
first guy that got voted off, he wasn't the worst. The worst has been the White Tiger
Oh yeah.
both times.
I'm pretty sure I know who that is too.
Grunk.
Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah,
him.
I'm pretty sure it's him too.
He's like the same build and the same clues because he wrestled. He did wrestle a match for WWE. with his
Okay.
a friend of his that's a wrestler now, and he's a football player, and he's big. That's who he is.
But yeah, I'm thinking they got the first guy. I can't remember his name that they revealed.
Lil Wayne or
Lil Wayne. I think they got him specifically for the Super Bowl show,
yeah.
so they could reveal a big name, and people are like, oh, I'm going to watch this season because we got big people on it. They got him. Who else is going to be on here? So the next time Drew Carey, like, oh, they are getting some big people on here. But yeah, then like it's going to be Gronk and I don't know the kid that starred in the Ladybugs.
What?
Rodney Dangerfield movie. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't even know who that kid was.
So you're talking about the blonde-headed kid that dressed like a girl, right? To
Yeah.
play on the team. Yeah, that was on one of the over-the-air channels. I can't remember, but yeah, that was his name. Well, his girl name was not Margaret, was it? Or, I don't remember what it was, but 'cause where we turned it on, they had just finished their soccer game, went to somebody's house, and they were all going to go skinny dipping in a pool. So he was freaking out because he can't go skinny dipping with a bunch of girls that think he's a girl. So he calls and he dresses. He's actually driving with somebody else that doesn't know the ruse, and he has to drop her off and then dress up like a woman and pick him up, pretending to be his grandmother. So
I don't think I ever saw this movie.
You've seen it. We watched it.
yeah,
Long time ago. Long time ago. It's Rodney Dangerfield movie.
it's Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
It
Not
made
a
me want to
family.
watch Rodney Dangerfield stuff, and like it was very limited what I could watch as a child.
Yeah.
It's like that and Rover Dangerfield, the cartoon where he's a dog.
Back to school.
Oh man. Anyways.
I get no respect.
I tell you what. Hey.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. And
You're welcome.
Please go. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Please go back and listen to this episode at least 12 times. Right now, just rewind. Start it over.
It's not 3 hours long.
No, it's only like an hour and a half. Listen to it 12 times and then come back and tell us all the little stuff, all the little secrets you found throughout. And see if you can answer the question: could Chris, Catron, and Ryan all fit on a door while floating in
They're gonna kick me off.
the water? Nah, I think we could all fit on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take turns.
Huddle together.
Yeah.
Take
Bye.
turns. Like, oh wow, why didn't they take turns?
More dramatic. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. All right. Well, this has been Three Guys on a Door. Or I Am Geek, episode 135. And go vote for the Geekies. You can vote for it on iamGeekShow.com or any of our social medias.
Facebook,
Twitter.
Facebook group, Twitter,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Go vote.
In our bio.
Bio.
Our bio.
Go vote out for bio.
Don't. In our bio on Instagram. You can click the link there.
Wow. There we go. Okay, we'll catch you
now.
next time on I Am Geek. Good night, everybody.